What's up, guys? I'm Chase.
And I'm Landon. Today we're going to be giving you everything you need to know about the upcoming Air Jordan 5 Bluebird and how to cop. Alright, so first, thank you guys for stopping by to check us out. If this is your first time here, feel free to give this video a like and hit that follow or subscribe button to support us, and we would greatly appreciate that. But now let's go ahead and start off with the basic info for this release before we move on. So these Jordan 5s are set to release this Thursday on October 7th, pending any delay, with the retail price of $190. And that release time is going to be set for 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern Time on the Sneakers app, and then on some other sites that we're going to get to in just a minute. Then as for sizing, this will be a release in only women's sizing, but that pretty much covers the date and the time for these. So now let's just take a quick look at the overall design for these shoes. All right, so checking out the appearance for this new Jordan 5, I'm actually loving this colorway. So it's pretty clear where the name comes from, with the upper and the midsole on these being covered in like a few different shades of light blue. And then you will have some touches of like gray and metallic silver on there as well, giving these a really nice look. And then just from the photos, it does look like the leather on that upper should come out really well in hand. So here's to hoping that I cop a pair, but that pretty much covered the design for these. So let's move. All right, so for raffles and reservations, there are some active raffles for both online and in-app right now that you can enter, but I would add quick because most of them will be closing soon if they haven't already, with the release being just a few days away. But if any get added, just make sure you keep an eye on the How to Cop side of our website, which you can find at www.shoeware.co. And we kind of update raffles every day there as they continue to open and close. Or, you could always just refer back to this video because we will leave a link in the description for you to access it that way as well. But now I'm going to let Chase go ahead and take over so he can let you know what sites are releasing these, what the aftermarket looks like, and your best chance on how to cop a pair.
Now, I just want to take a quick second and remind you guys to again consider subscribing or following our page. But let's look at where these Bluebird 5s are dropping and at what time. So just to reiterate, these are releasing in women's sizing only. So this colorway will be more limited than the Moonlight or the Oreo colorway that released last month. So at the time of this recording, here are your confirmed sites. So starting off at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, you have DTLR. Then you have Foot Action, Foot Locker, Finish Line, Hibbett Sports, JD Sports, Nike Sneakers, Oneness Boutique, Shop Nice Kicks, and YCMC. So it looks like this 10 a.m. is going to be a very hectic upcoming Thursday. But moving on, let's look at what the resale is currently at on the popular marketplaces. So at the time of this recording as well, StockX is at an average selling price of $335. Goat's also at $335, eBay sitting at $320. So it looks like prices are going to be holding very well, which shows that there is a lot of demand. And if you don't want to wait for the release, we will leave a purchase link down in the description that also helps support this channel. Moving on to the stock numbers and resale, it has been a while since we have seen a women's exclusive Air Jordan 5, and sadly we weren't able to pull any accurate stock numbers from those releases or any of the stock distribution. But looking back, the previous women's exclusive Jordan 5 was released in January 2020, which was the Air Jordan 5 Oil Gray, and that release before that was all the way back in 2006 with the Air Jordan 5 Stealth colorway. So definitely expect stock for this Bluebird colorway to be pretty limited. And as for my resale prediction, I predict prices to be stabilized around $280 to $300 mark, netting you a hefty profit of $80 to $100 per pair before taxes and fees. If you were able to cop, now you have to ask yourself if you should hold or sell these 5s. And then when it comes down to it, it really depends on which size you cop. I say that because sizes 10 through 12 are equivalent to a men's 8.5 through 10.5, which means men's also can fit in these sizes, which creates more demand. And not only is there more demand for the larger sizes, but also when it comes down to it, shoes that are meant for women, there's usually less stock in the larger sizes because typically women don't wear a size 10 and beyond. And if you do cop a size, let's say 9 and below, I wouldn't quick sell just yet, because like I said before, it has been over a year since there has been a women exclusive Jordan 5. And even though that last year, the oil gray colorway is right now sitting sometimes under retail on some of the sizes. I really do think that this Bluebird colorway is going to trump that colorway. And actually, I really do think that the Bluebird colorway is going to perform similar to the 2006 Stealth colorway, which means that prices right now in the Stealth colorway are around $1,200. And given that it has been 15 years since that release, that's still a 800% gain. So to wrap everything up, if you do cop a larger size, I would recommend on holding. And if you do get a smaller size, I still think it's going to do well in the long run, but it wouldn't be a bad move to sell either.
All right, so that's going to wrap it up for episode 55 of How to Cop for the Air Jordan 5 Retro Bluebird. Thank you guys for taking some time to watch. And for more sneaker news, our available shoes for sale, just anything that we do, click the link in our bio and check that out.
Also, feel free to comment, interact below to let us know what shoe you want to hear about next. But until next episode, peace.